Hey there, Stephen Indrisano here, writer and creator of Shelterwood, a Suburban Gothic. If you enjoy the show and would like access to early and ad-free listening, please consider joining our Patreon community. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the show.
Shelterwood contains mature themes and graphic content that may not be suitable for all audiences. For a full list of content warnings, please check our transcript in the episode description. Listener discretion is advised. Last time on Shelterwood.
This message is a warning about danger. Stay out of Shelterwood.
Which is why, tomorrow, I will join you on your search myself.
Welcome to the Young Documentarians. We need help. I was hoping we could come to an arrangement. Quid pro quo.
Hello?
Hey, Mo.
Hey, you recording?
Yes. I wanted to talk to you about some of these videos you sent me.
Yeah? What do you think?
They're connected, right? They have to be.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But not all of them. Like, there's not decoys, but...
False positives? Dumb, weird internet stuff that's not actually related.
Yes. Oh, okay, so I started a spreadsheet, trying to separate the real stuff from the fake stuff, and I was thinking... Okay, much to unpack in a short amount of time. You may remember Monica, our resident Shelterwood expert and certified internet sleuth extraordinaire. After Nick went missing, we struck up an odd kind of friendship. She had lost someone, I had lost someone. We both had guilt, frustration, rage, fear, not to mention a very dark, very powerful curiosity. So after she fell back into the hole that is Shelterwood, well, I jumped in with her. At first, it was just the occasional email sent late at night, usually in a moment of isolation. After a bit, though, we were jumping on regular phone calls, once, sometimes twice a week, to discuss Shelterwood, what it was, why it was, and what it had done to us. Try not to judge, okay? Uncertainty does a lot to you. For now, just keep in your back pocket that Monica Mandeville is, and in fact has been, helping to produce this program, because life is complicated sometimes. The conversation you just heard was 4 months after Nick's initial disappearance back at Shelterwood. For now, just keep it in mind, okay? Okay. Now then, let's rejoin Nick in Shelterwood. As a reminder, Nick has just met Dr. Jillian Reese, Adigale Ross, and Adam Smith, a 3-person liberation front masquerading as a documentary filmmaking club in an abandoned supermall in the suburbs beyond reality. They offered him a deal.
We need help. And so, it would seem, do you. I was hoping we could come to an arrangement. Quid pro quo.
Well, what did you have in mind?
This place, as you have no doubt found, is quite image-conscious. The idea of paradise, of opulence, is the heart of Shelterwood's fantasy. In the American imagination, home and earthly contentment are intrinsically linked. Madeleine was a beautiful estate. Hill House, though frightening, was a place for reclaiming that mythic cup of stars. Even the Overlook Hotel had its own terrible shining. You see?
Not really. Sorry.
In English, if the HOA doesn't pump out constant advertising, no one would ever come here. And no new people means no new development.
Quite right. So, our little club has been producing countercultural artifacts, creating and spreading the seeds of doubt, a dark epistolatory to counter their efforts.
What the professor here is trying to say is that we're revealing the worst parts of Shelterwood online, on YouTube and stuff.
But, sorry, how is that possible? I was told nothing got out of Shelterwood.
Quite right. Nothing got out. But now, well, new transplants in the neighborhood are accustomed to having internet access. This all began as a rumbling in the early 2000s, but once I started teaching students from the 2010s and beyond, the dam burst. These new students, they are capable of much, much more than anyone ever imagined.
Do you remember that video we played for you last episode? The one with the cryptic warning of a still image of an upside-down house?
This message is a warning about danger.
Monica had stumbled across dozens of videos like this, re-uploads from accounts that believed they were participating in an obscure, possibly defunct alternate reality game, or ARG.
It is not worth investigating.
And while they vary in length, picture quality, and even apparent time period, they all end like this.
Stay out of Shelterwood.
Welcome, O ye from the outside, to the translation hub.
Whoa.
I know. I wanted to call it Shelterwood, but Adigale vetoed me.
Solomon, I'm in a room in the back of the video rental store that is packed with recording equipment.
No, not just recording equipment. Adaptation tech. This one takes VHS and makes it digital. That one is for 8 tracks. We have a phonograph around here somewhere, even though I haven't gotten to use it yet.
Why?
Because no one uses them anymore. I mean, I think the hiss gives it a fun vintage feel, but... Oh, you mean all of it, not just the phonograph. Sorry. We're trying to flood the internet, right? But to do that, we had to digitize the signal. The people who live in Shelterwood come from different times, like, literally. And everyone uses different equipment. Like, here. This one was recorded on a Super 8.
Okay, go. Are you getting this? Yes, just get inside.
This is the Night Owl Diner.
Yep. Usually it's 24 hours, no breaks, all open all the time. But it was Founders Day. And even the diner closes on Founders Day. So, some kids decided to try and break into the kitchen. No one has ever seen it.
Huh.
Okay, just around the corner there.
Do you know these guys?
Yeah. We used to be buds until they graduated a few years ago. It's not cool to hang out with a high schooler when you're like 24 or so.
Okay, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3. Damn, it's dark in there. Find the light switch. Ah, I got you.
Oh.
I know. Serious health code violation.
Oh my god. Saul, there's got to be hundreds of rats. They're asleep. Thank God.
Shh, just watch.
Oh, shit. Shut up. And don't move. Can you turn the light back off? I don't know, dude. God, there's so many of them. Fuck.
Solomon. The rats, they're all connected somehow, and they stood up. I was a little overwhelmed out there, late at night in the sprawling analog brain of the Young Documentarians Club. So, here's a little extra context. Huddled over a small CRT TV, Adam and I watched the grainy outlines of dozens, if not hundreds, of sleeping rats wake in a panic and attempt to scatter. They could not flee, however, because they had become entangled, clusters of rodents tied by the tail, pulling against each other and only becoming further trapped, forming a kind of horrible, writhing ball in the center of the room. The ball, screeching in pain and fear, or, if you'll allow my imagination a little flight of fancy, perhaps experiencing a mass ecstasy at their unwitting connection, slumps forward, pulling toward the camera. And then, from the shapeless mass, an elbow juts out. A V formed by rats sticks out from one side, then the other, which then extend outward. The ball elongates, taller than any man, but becoming, somehow, bipedal. All this in a span of 15 seconds. The rats stood up.
Yeah, we're calling that guy the Rat King. Our running theory is that he's somehow bound to the diner. Personally, I think he's the cook. But Adigale thinks that's dumb, so who knows?
Oh God. That's disgusting. I ate there.
Yeah, we all have. It's the diner. It's about to get worse. Keep watching.
Hit the lights! Hit the lights! Hit the lights! No! Nate! Steve! Just run, dude! Just run! No!
Sweet Jesus. I might be sick.
I know. It's gnarly. Steve got his leg chewed up pretty bad, and Nate, well, the doctor had to pull some rats out of him. He wasn't ever really the same. But they didn't get in trouble or anything, because, like, boys will be boys, right? They still gotta graduate and everything, so... Look, what we do here is we take videos like that, ones that show all the stuff in Shelterwood that needs to be fixed, and we add on a little disclaimer. Here, read this.
Oh, this place has no worth. This is a place of danger. Nothing is to be gained by coming here. Stay out of Shelterwood. Huh.
Yeah? So, here's the deal. You help us get more tape like this, the freakier the better, and we help you find Sathi. Or, if she's not here, closure, or whatever. An answer. We won't bullshit you like the HOA. What do you think?
Yes, it's a deal.
Yes! Booyah! Welcome to the team.
Okay, check, 1, 2.
Dear listener, we present to you a good old-fashioned interview montage.
Okay, ready to roll. I know time is short and it is late, but... Well, realistically, I can't know if and when I'll see you again. So, let's do this quick and let's do it right.
Right.
Sick.
Indeed, time is of the essence.
I honestly don't know where this side of Nick came from. I mean, he was an actor, for God's sake, but he got really, really into this interviewer role.
Name first, please.
Adigale Ross.
Adam Danger Smith. Get it? Because, yeah, okay, you get it.
Dr. Jillian Magnus Rhys, Professor Emeritus in Gothic Studies, St. Kilda's College. Current head of the English department at Shelterwood High School.
Interviewing the Young Documentarians was like something out of a neo-noir flick. Bathed in the flickering light of so many screens from so many eras, I separated out my new allies. There, in the discarded shell of a video rental store, I corroborated stories. What is the purpose of your organization?
Mostly just to slow immigration, I guess.
We must chronicle the truth. Without the truth, we are lost to this place, fully, body and soul. So we must see and act.
We're trying to stop people like you from showing up. No offense.
None taken. But why?
Because the more the neighborhood grows, the stronger the HOA gets.
Much like the neighborhood of Shelterwood itself, the roads and byways of these interviews twisted in and among themselves, doubling back, revealing startling vistas.
I have a theory that we are standing even now on the dream terrain of Jung's collective unconscious. And Shelterwood is a growing tumor-like thing atop it. taking up more and more psychic space, consuming what is possible under the banner of some ill-defined ideal. We are building Carcosa, brick by brick, house by house. You see?
No matter how heady the conversation became, Nick kept his eyes on the ball, Sathi.
What can you tell me about teenagers showing up here, unaccompanied?
Happens all the time.
Have you ever met any other teens from the outside world?
Sure. Most of them are totally delusional and weird. Too happy.
And you've never met someone named Sathi DeRoso?
Nah, sorry, dude. But hey, we'll find her.
No, but I really doubt she's here, so...
It is... possible.
Possible?
I have taught here for years, Nick. Years and years and years. Time is not right here. I have forgotten so many students. But also... family. I might have a son. I can no longer be sure.
Something to note here. Nick just sweeps by this frankly horrifying detail from Professor Rhys. It might have been the sleep deprivation, but it is telling.
And where should I start looking for her?
Oh man, there's like a lot of places she could be. I mean, we have like 8 malls that are in, totally trashed and abandoned, so she might hang around one of those if she was like into that.
A lot of us transplants hang out in the outskirts. That's what we call the abandoned parts of town. Like this mall or the Levittown ruins, a few old playgrounds. There's less pressure out here to be, normal.
You mentioned a list of properties? I see no reason not to follow that lead. It's the nature of this place that you will end up where you belong. It's a labyrinth, you see? That is to say, a maze with one path. Get it?
I think so. Thank you for your time.
Sure. You better be back here next week with some fresh tape for us. We've got eyes everywhere.
Hey, before you go, can I see that mic again?
Sure.
Oh, so cool!
Before you go, you didn't happen to bring any books with you? From the outside? I hear there's something of a Gothic renaissance happening, and I hate for my research to fall behind the times.
Sorry, my bag got lost in the woods. Plus, I'm really more of a fantasy kind of guy.
Damn. Well, worth a shot. See you next week.
Before I left, I foraged a few things from the mall. A new hiking pack, clothes, and batteries, as well as a camcorder to gather footage for my strange new comrades. We arranged to meet back at the video store next week. It had been a long night already. Unfortunately, it was far from over. Is it working? Oh, cool. Looks like it is. Hey, Solomon. Hey, check me out. Can you see me?
In this footage, the first visual evidence we have of Nick's time in Shelterwood, you can tell just how much he's been changed by this journey. His previously bright, mischievous eyes now sit in deep, dark sockets. His hair is out of control, as is his beard. But the first time I saw this, what struck me most was his posture. He used to have this way of standing, of moving through the world that said, "Hey, look at me." On stage, it translated to presence. But that version of him doesn't show up in this video. The little we see of him here is shrunken, hesitant, and afraid.
I figured I'd try this thing out, good little Blair Witch with it. Plus, I figure it's not good for my mic to be on for a month straight, so, Yeah, we're going back to the Brewster estate now.
So these are the outskirts. Houses boarded up, streets cracked and broken. A return to nature, or whatever nature means on the other side of the bridge.
Hey, here's a weird thought. Why do the streetlights still work out here? Like, what's keeping the electricity running? It's some sort of defunct zone, clearly, so did they run cables and just... Sorry, a streetlight just popped up the street. I guess I should be more careful with my words. Oh, shit. This can't be good.
From here on out, the only light comes from what appears to be a flashlight mounted onto Nick's new camera. The effect is, well, very Blair Witch. Nick sweeps the light across this decaying neighborhood. He appears to be alone.
Okay. We're just gonna take this one step at a time. Here's another question for you. If Shelterwood is paradise, how does it have old, empty houses? Would imply that people used to live here, right? Or that people still live here and that they prefer it, like this. Oh my God! Did you see that? I almost got crushed. Oh my God. Wait, oh my God, look. What you're hearing here is the falling of streetlights and power lines all the way down the street, one after another, slowly pulled down one by one, bowing like in deference to some unseen king. Holy shit. I think it's time to double back. Oh! Hello. House?
It maybe goes without saying, but there had not been a neat Cape Cod sitting in the middle of the street before Nick turned around. But there it is. A lovely little home, painted baby blue with wide, clean windows and a shingled roof.
Listen, I'm just headed back to, my house, okay? I'm just passing through, so, I'm just gonna walk around you now, okay? Maybe if I don't look at it, sorry, I'm not interested. Solomon, in case it isn't clear, the house just, moved closer to me. Oh my God! Don't fucking touch me! Goddamn, the thing nearly knocked me over. Jesus,
It's surreal to watch a house move on its own accord, and yet, that's what the video shows. The house seems to want Nick to come in. It's hard to describe. Something in the gaping doorway, the rug lined neatly indoors, the way that light streams from the windows, honey yellow. It's enticing. Seductive, even. Nick wasn't having it.
Okay, look. On the off chance you, can understand me, I'm not coming inside, alright? I've got places to be, and the answer is no, okay? So I'll be going now.
It's hard to parse what's happening at this point in the video, partly due to the adrenaline coursing through Nick's system and causing some serious camera shake. Having been denied, rebuffed, maybe? The house starts to change. When it first appeared on camera, it really did appear to be just a house. One that's out of place, but still relatively normal. But now,
Oh, Jesus. Solomon? The house is throwing a temper tantrum. Then, the house changed. Oh, God. No. The slatted walls bent and bowed, moving scale-like over something organic. It wailed, and as I ran, putting distance between myself and this new nightmare,
Oh, God!
it stood up.
Because he needs the camera to light his path, Nick only catches the house thing on tape once, briefly, at its full height. It's proportioned more like a toddler than a grown person, but it has a body. The house was apparently just a head now slobbering some strange brown ooze, a head swinging loosely above a body of gravel and shrubbery and some ill-defined raw flesh. It is running at Nick on unpracticed legs, and it is big.
Oh, God, oh, God!
Whatever this thing is, it's gaining. Nick pulls an old trick.
There! There!
Down the sewer drain I went. This time, whether through force of luck, will, or divine intervention, there's a tunnel to follow. And so, still adrenal, I run through the ankle-deep water towards anywhere not in the outskirts.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh. God, that was close. Oh, man.
As the sounds of the monster above retreat, Nick slows his pace. The footage here becomes monotonous, almost hypnotic. A circle of pale light barely illuminating a concrete tunnel with ankle-high water.
You want to know something crazy? I think I'm getting used to this. I mean, how many near-death experiences can you have before it starts to feel normal? Like, for example, all I'm thinking right now is, hey, at least I already have something to show at Documentary Club next week.
The sewers didn't answer. I walk. It takes a solid 15 minutes before I come to a new juncture. A storm drain, just a thin bar of open air out into the world above. The air smelled sweet and cool.
You hear that? That's a way out. Oh, God. I've seen this before. So when you have these openings to the outside, it's a perfect place for spiders to nest. They eat all the unsuspecting crickets and flies that end up down here, so, Okay, the good news is that I think I can fit, but it's gonna be close. Is that music? Okay, well, then here goes nothing. Backpack first. All right, okay. That's a good sign. If the pack fit, I should too. All right, camera next. All right, my turn. Fucking spiders. Shit. Oh, God, okay. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Oh, look. God, but the air feels good. And the one thing no one tells me about sewers is they are goddamn humid. Now, what is up with the music? Huh. The Phoenix Nest Motel. Traveler's Lodge and Inn. Well, the vacancy sign is lit up, and, there's someone inside.
How to describe the appeal of the Phoenix Nest? Not fancy, but clean. Not inviting, but welcoming. You've never been here before, but it is awfully familiar. Strange as it sounds, I needed a place like this. I needed, in a word, a goddamn break.
I can't believe I'm making this decision, but, I'm going in. And recording.
Next time on Shelterwood.
Hey, do you have any rooms available for tonight? I ended up far away from home, and I could really use a bed.
Of course. We've always got room. You can stay as long as you'd like.
Shelterwood, a Suburban Gothic, was written and produced by Stephen Indrisano and Indrisano Audio, LLC. This episode featured Stephen Indrisano as Nicholas DeRoso,
Sam Stark as Solomon Crockett,
Nhea DeRoso as Monica Mandeville,
Sarah Griffin as Professor Jillian Reese,
Leah Bergantino as Adigale Ross,
Christian Cruz as Adam Smith,
Varun Sathi as Steve,
David Finley as Nate,
Ozzie Jacobs as the voice of the Phoenix Nest. Directed by Sivan
and Madeleine Regina. Theme composition by Ali Hylton.
dialogue editing by Sam Stark,
sound design by Brad Colbrook, additional music by Monument Studios and Joel Studler.
Transcripts by Rook Mogavero.
Production by Emma Puranen.
Special thanks as well to our executive funding producers, Cam Collins and the Fellowship of the Breaking Dawn, a.k.a. the Vermont Party Association. Although some of the locations, people, and events in Shelterwood may seem real, worry not. This is a work of fiction. Thank you for listening. A Bloody FM production.